I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. As a parent, have you ever heard this from one of your kids? Please, please, Dad. That's your 9-year-old daughter who has just spent her allowance and is begging you to buy her a toy that she just has to have. Or how about this from your 30-something son? I really will pay you back this time. Really, I promise. He says that despite a history of non-payment that would make a banker flinch. And now he's asking for yet another loan to get him out of another financial hole. If you can't say no to requests like these, you might be financially enabling your kids. It's one of the most common harmful money behaviors that I see. Now, most parents want the very best for their kids, but when does extending a helping hand to a child become emotionally or financially disabling? Sometimes a parent's heartfelt desire to help them ends up paving the way for the child to develop an attitude of entitlement or a disabling financial dependency on others. So what is financial enabling? Well, it's the inability to know when to say no when people continually ask for money. And the interesting thing is that it harms both the recipient and the giver. Often enablers can't say no even when they know that they can't afford to keep giving money. Research suggests that about 60% of parents provide financial support to children who are out of school. So why do parents enable, especially if it's harmful to both parties? Well, first, they don't know that. They enable out of love and good intentions for the most part. The problem is that the love and good intentions are often loaded with unconscious baggage. The enabling may be a quest to meet the parent's emotional needs more than the child's financial needs. It's often driven by feelings of guilt and shame. And this guilt and shame can come from just about anything. I see some of the top items being a divorce, hard financial times, or abuse that often set up a parent having a lot of guilt and shame that the kid suffered that or had to go through that. Other reasons are wanting to save the child from experiencing a financial struggle. Again, possibly because it's more painful for them to watch than the child to endure. Or a money script that giving money equals love. So what are some of the signs, that you are enabling? Well, the first one would be sacrificing or jeopardizing your financial well-being for kids. Next, having trouble saying no to a child's requests for money. Third, repeatedly being taken advantage of financially by your kids. Lending money without a clear agreement for repayment. And finally, feeling resentment or anger after you have given them money. Well, it's no wonder that financial enabling usually ends up damaging the relationship. And this is usually the exact opposite of the enabler's intent. Research finds enabling often leads to depression, a sense of being out of control, and poor physical health for both parties. Financial enabling often ends up damaging the enabler's financial health by eroding net worth, increasing credit card debt, diminishing financial independence, and can even end up in having to file bankruptcy. Financial enabling also damages the recipients. The parents' good intentions often backfired, and this can result in adult children failing to develop their own financial skills and experiencing emotional side effects that are so important to reinforce good financial behavior. In severe cases, when adult children have become dependent on money from parents, they can experience a lot of fear and anxiety over being cut off. They can have anger and resentment and lower levels of innovation, motivation, or passion to succeed. And in doing so, become financially self-sufficient. So it can be incredibly damaging. But not all parental giving is enabling. Some signs of healthy giving are that it's clear to both parent and child that the money is a one-time gift with no expectation of repayment. That the gift will not harm the giver's financial well-being. The use of the funds is transparent to all parties. That there's no history of chronic requests for money. That's very important and ties in with number one about being a one-time gift. And that the money is going to promote the children's financial health rather than making it easier for them to continue harmful financial behavior. Now, if you realize that you're financially enabling your children, what should you do? As with other destructive behaviors, sheer willpower probably is not going to produce lasting change. You may need a trusted guide to help you explore the history behind these behaviors. So engaging the help of a financial therapist, a financial life planner, or a psychotherapist with some expertise in money issues is a really good place to start. Thanks for listening.